Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, commonly known as ADHD, is a multi-gene disorder that is usually characterized by three main symptoms: inattention, impulsivity, and/or hyperactivity. Researchers focused on the area of ADHD are still developing hypotheses on what causes ADHD. As we set out to do our research, we decided to focus on some possible causes of ADHD. The studies we will talk about suggest that genes, environmental factors, and social environmental factors all play different parts in the development of ADHD. Like many other illnesses, ADHD is most likely a combination of the aforementioned factors. Maternal stress during pregnancy has been researched in conjunction with the development of ADHD, and there is strong evidence to support this potential correlation. This association could potentially be mitigated through the DRD4 genotype. The DRD4 genotype is a dopamine receptor that has been linked to ADHD by research done at McGill University by Natalie Grzenko. The research concluded that mothers with more severe stress during pregnancy had children with an increased severity of ADHD symptoms. Interestingly, the DRD4 genotype has been documented in correlation with thinner brain tissue in the cerebral cortex, meaning kids with this genotype have thinner brain tissue, which has been associated with lack of attention. Philip Shaw, a researcher for the National Institute of Mental Health, further developed this hypothesis that there is a relationship between thinner brain tissue in the cerebral cortex and the severity of ADHD symptoms. His study came to the conclusion that children with worse clinically measured ADHD symptoms had global thinning of the cortex. The thinning was found to be more prominent in the medial and superior prefrontal and precentral regions of the cortex. Some researchers, like Stephen S. Lee and Irene Tung, are focusing more on external environmental factors rather than genetics. Lee, who is a clinical psychologist and assistant professor at UCLA, is at the forefront of research in ADHD. He has said that negative parenting that a child experiences can help predict ratings of inattention symptoms amongst boys. One explanation for this could be that negative punishment is believed to cause a stressful environment, which in turn could be correlated with attention problems in children who have experienced such situations. The studies that we have mentioned show that there is a relationship between ADHD and external factors such as stress in utero, negative parenting, and thinning of the cerebral cortex. However, ADHD is still considered a relatively new area of research. We found that many studies in this area are littered with confounding variables, which is why there is no concrete conclusion. Scientists and psychologists still have a lot to learn. New technologies will hopefully help the scientists and psychologists continue to research on ADHD in new ways and eventually allow them to be able to predict and control the condition.